Okay, my bad. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. I'm doing okay, but please do not call me baby. I am a grown ass woman. I'm 42 years old, man. I'm not nobody's baby. Okay? I'm probably old enough to be your mother. Real talk. Today, I wanted to discuss people and their sorries. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Um, you know how when somebody do something that they know that they're violating your boundaries by doing these things, and then they want to say sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, I've been hearing that all fucking day. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm sorry. And it ain't just one person that I'm hearing it from. There are a multitude of people that I'm hearing it from. You should call me Neon J. That's my name, Neon J. Okay? I mean, I could call you a punk ass bitch, but it looks like your name is Nerob. You see how that works? Even when you fill out a job application, they ask you, do you have a preferred name? My name is Neonja, K-N-E-O-N-J-A. Neon, like the colors. Neon, J. It's simple. I'm not your fucking baby. I am a grown-ass woman, and I am probably old enough to be your mother. So if you are looking for a baby, 9 times out of 10, you are a pedophile, and you are on the wrong fucking page. You have tuned into the wrong channel if you are looking for a baby. Okay, sweetie? Now, like I was saying, miss me with your sorries. That's the title of the live. Miss me with your sorries. All fucking day long, I have been bombarded by people apologizing. What's going on, Taz? How you doing? You should find some love for yourself. You know what? Let me help you. Let me help you, sweetie. Let me help you, because you need to find how to love yourself. Real talk. Love yourself, sweetie. Stop looking for love outside of yourself and find some love within yourself. If you had love within yourself, you would respect the boundaries of others because you would want someone to respect your boundaries. But clearly, you don't love your goddamn self. So you're on my page, on my channel, looking for someone to love you when the key is to love yourself first. And it's evident that you don't love yourself because you can't find enough love within yourself to respect the boundaries of someone else. Which is exactly what I'm speaking about. I am very psychic and I am very intuitive, and I have been hearing motherfuckers ask for apologies all fucking day. All day long. I wash my clothes. I wash the dishes. All I hear is, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I'm sorry. Who could have known that these things that you were saying to me was true? I've been hearing this shit all day long. And the truth of the matter is, if you were laying down with me and I told you that these things were happening to me, and you could find it in your heart to lay down with me, but you couldn't find it in your heart to believe what I was saying to you, I don't want to hear your motherfucking apologies. I don't give a fuck that you're sorry. If you was my friend and I looked you in your face and told you these things were happening to me, And you laughed it off and giggled it off like it was a fucking joke. Fuck your sorry. Sorries don't mean shit if you're not gonna change the action behind it. Sorries don't mean a fuck thing when you got the resources and the authority to do something about the shit that happened to me, and then you gonna sit in my fucking face and smile and placate me as if what I'm saying ain't real. Your sorry don't mean a fuck thing over here. If you're not gonna do nothing to solve it, if you're not gonna do nothing to change it, apologize to yourself. Don't apologize to me. Because I don't give a fuck about you being sorry. Real shit. I'm tired of hearing that shit all fucking day. It's like I can't escape a motherfucker apologizing. God damn, bitch. Stop projecting that shit at me. I don't care that you sorry. And I ain't trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be nasty. And, forgive me for coming off crass. But I am so sick and tired of people apologizing for not believing me when I told them exactly what it was. I look every last one of my so-called friends, my so-called lovers, my so-called husbands, my so-called co-workers, my so-called family members. I have looked y'all in the face and told y'all the truth. And y'all laughed at me in my fucking face like I was living in some make-believe fantasy land. And now that the truth is coming out, y'all want to say sorry. Miss me with your motherfucking sorries. Because y'all didn't have no problem throwing me to the wayside for your promotions. Y'all didn't have no problem throwing me to the wayside for a couple extra $100. Y'all didn't have no problem allowing these injustices to happen to me. Even from the time I was a child, nobody stood up for me. Nobody defended me. And I have had people lay down with me and enjoy partaking in sexual activities with me, look me in my face and laugh when I explained in detail the things that was happening to me, the atrocities that I was forced to face. And now, all I can hear is, I'm sorry. Fuck your sorry. Miss me with your motherfucking sorries. Real shit. Miss me with that shit. I don't want to hear it in real life. I don't want to hear it in the ethers. I don't want to hear you projecting it at me, because now you're discovering that everything I said, everything I reported was fact. That shit is deep, Scotty, man. What's going on? Yeah, that shit is deep. Miss me with your sorries. Real shit, because I'm tired, bro. Like, I mean, for years, this shit has been going on for years. Like, you know what I'm saying? It comes to a point that, well, you deal with so much pain and so much injustice and so much neglect where a person don't even want to hear the things that you've been through, and then they try to silence you by saying, oh, you don't deal with adversity well. I don't deal with adversity well. All of the atrocities that have happened in my life And you can look at me and say that you don't believe that I know how to deal with adversity. I don't know too many people that can go through what I went through and still be standing. And it's a lot easier to blame the victim, right? I mean, I realize I am in the state of Florida. I am in Jacksonville, Florida, the new bold city of the South. They are still holding on to traditions that were founded during slavery. And here I am, looking my closest friends in the face, telling them that I am being discriminated against, telling them that I am being abused, telling them that somebody purposely infected me with HIV, telling them that not only did these people purposely infect me with HIV, they thought it would be funny to dispose my information to donors and patients, knowing that that is a HIPAA violation. These people have done everything in their power to make a mockery of me as a person. And to add insult to injury, you got a bunch of pansy ass men that actually are in positions of authority that could do something about this shit if they wanted to. If you wanted to do something about it, sweetie, you got the resources to do it. If you wanted to do something about it, you have the authority to do so. But all you can say is, I'm sorry, I didn't believe you. Please forgive me. Fuck your sorries and fuck your forgiveness. I don't have no forgiveness for your sorries because I can't forget the things that I've lived through. There ain't no fucking happy day at the end of this shit. There ain't no rainbows and lollipops being passed out amidst all of this suffering that I have been buried under. So I don't want to hear your sorries. Sorries without implementing change is just words. They're empty promises. If you want to show me that you're sorry, do something about it. Make them open up these cases that I filed. Make them actually investigate my claims. Use your influence to make this shit right. Until then, save your sorries for yourself when you're wiping your ass. Because I don't have no fucks to give anymore. I'm tired of hearing y'all apologize and ain't nothing being done about it. The people who did this to me, they smiling, they happy. And only now that they're being exposed are they finding it in their hearts to even want to apologize to me. And the only reason why they want to apologize is because they want to escape their destiny. They don't want to be punished. People don't realize shit stink until they step in it. And for years, I have been begging and pleading for some mercy, for some sympathy, for some type of understanding. And each and every last one of you all have laughed at me about it. And now you're sorry. And I don't really give a fuck about you being sorry. I knew you was sorry when we were dating. I knew you was sorry when I decided to stop sleeping with you. I knew you were sorry when I looked in your soul and seen that you were a coward and would not stand up for me. I knew you was sorry when I saw that it was easier for you to laugh at me than to actually take me seriously. Save your sorries. Save them for somebody who believes you. Because I only believe what I've seen. And what I have seen is that since I was a child, I have been out here in the wilderness fending for myself. And I don't have any more room for sorries. To me, a sorry is an omittance of guilt. You are admitting to me the guilt that you feel for not listening to me when I told you what it was. I told you what it was. Now you want to say I'm sorry. Sorry ain't gonna give me my health back. Sorry ain't gonna take away the pain. Sorry is not going to bring back my smile. What good is your sorry if you ain't gonna do a damn thing about it? Maybe when you lay down with your new bitch, she'll accept your sorries. But I don't have no room for them. Real talk. I'm tired of hearing that shit. I've been fighting this shit by myself since 2020 when these people purposely infected me with this shit. I've been trying to defend myself. Just 5 fucking years. And that's just dealing with the fact that somebody chose to purposely infect me with HIV. Dealing with the shame, the guilt, and then coming to realize that the shame and the guilt were never mine. You know how that feels to find out that you're HIV positive and to spend the first 2 years blaming yourself, only to come across your medical documents and find that a medical provider purposely did this to you? And then to go to various organizations that are supposed to investigate these types of things. And to have these people tell you to just let it go. Just let it go, man. Just worry about taking care of your health. So I'm just supposed to take the L. I'm supposed to allow the medical industry to disregard me as a human being. I'm supposed to just allow my human rights and my civil rights to be violated. Just let it go. Perhaps I would have let it go had y'all taken my claim seriously. But by pushing my concerns underneath the rug, every single time I brought them to your attention, every time I brought them to your attention, y'all told me to just let it go. Every time I asked y'all to investigate, y'all found a reason not to. And now that you found the evidence that uncovers that the words that I have been spewing from my mouth have been indeed the truth, now you're sorry. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about the injustice against my life? How do you plan to use your influence to make what was wrong right? Because I will never be able to give HIV back to the bitch that gave it to me. I can never do that. I could never go and package HIV up and say, here you go. I want to return this. I can't return HIV. And I can't return all of the sorrow. So what are you going to do to make it right? Because sorry ain't enough. Every day, I want you to know, every single day, I pray to the Most High God that anyone that sat back and watched what was done to me, that didn't do something about it, I pray that they have to suffer just as much as I have. You can say I'm evil if you want to. But in my mind, that's the only justice I'm ever going to receive. So every day I pray that any human being, any living being that watched as these people attempted to destroy me, without doing anything to stop it, I pray that they receive the same suffering that I had to live through. And I don't feel sorry for you. So miss me with your motherfucking sorries. Bitch ain't have no sympathy for me. Now y'all want me to have sympathy for y'all. Shit is wild. That shit is wild. I mean, like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, bitch ain't have no sympathy for me, but now bitch want me to feel sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Real talk, I don't got no sympathy for you. So get out my ear. Stop projecting your sympathy onto me, because I don't have no sympathy for nobody. Ain't nobody have no sympathy for me. I don't give a fuck that you was rubbing elbows with the same people who did this to me, so you don't really know how to proceed. Proceed with the same motherfucking, with the same momentum that you would have went after criminals with. Proceed, because those are criminals. You work with criminals. The law enforcement industry is filled with criminals. The medical industry is filled with criminals. Those churches that you attend are filled with criminals. Those Masonic lodges that you are a part of are filled with criminals. And I'm sure you're aware of this, because you wouldn't be apologizing if you wasn't. Because an apology is an admittance of guilt. You are omitting guilt by projecting your sorries at me. You are admitting that you're guilty. You are admitting that you have found the evidence that proves what I'm saying is true. You are admitting that by projecting your sorries at me, sweetie. So what are you going to do? You gonna keep trying to tell me that you're sorry? Or are you going to pursue justice for those who have not received justice? I get it. Like, I get it. It's a tangled web. It's a very tangled web when these people that have committed these crimes and these atrocities against my life are former co-workers. They are people who are in the same community as you. But remember this. When you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Give a damn about you being sorry. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Because nobody gave a fuck about my justice. Nobody give a fuck about me getting justice. I'm just a casualty of some war that I don't know nothing about. That's all I am, is a casualty of a war that I know nothing about. And at days, at certain times, I don't even understand why I'm being targeted. But you have access to all of those documents. Real talk. A lot of these people I know got access to these documents, James. Like, I'm not going to go into detail about the people that I'm talking about. But I know for sure that they have the ability to access undisclosed files. I know that they have the security clearance to review the evidence that I'm speaking about. And I can feel your sorry ass in the ethers wishing that you would have listened to the truth that I was telling you when I was telling it to you. Make it right or leave me the fuck alone. Because I don't want to hear it no more. Like, I don't want to hear it. That shit makes it worse. Knowing that you're not going to do anything about it and having to constantly be bombarded with your energy of please forgive me, I'm sorry, makes the things that have happened to me even worse. It makes it worse to know that these people have the ability to do something about this shit, but they won't. And then I gotta listen to you all day in my motherfucking ear with this, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And you can't even call me by my real name while you're apologizing to me. You're still calling me by my stripper name. That's the funny part. That's the funny part. That's the part that is just like, really, nigga? Really? Bro? You can't even call me by my real name. You still addressing me as Nika? Still? Is Nika the reason why you didn't listen to me when I told you what was happening to me? Is it because you met me in a strip club? You thought it was a joke? I was just making shit up. Look at what these people did to me. I don't need your sorry. I need justice. I need, for once in my motherfucking life, for someone to actually go to bat for me. That's what I need. I don't need to hear how sorry you are. I need to see it. Because at this point, I don't even believe that justice exists. I don't believe that people like you give a fuck about people like me. So prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And if you're not going to do that, then just leave me the fuck alone. Like, real shit. I'm not trying to be nasty, and I'm not going to say your name. I am not going to expose any further. But I need you to know that I can hear you, I can feel you, and I am not with the shit if you're not going to do anything to make it right. I need you to understand that I am not with the games. And your sorry is not doing anything for me other than making me relive a pain that I don't want to think about every day. You're sorry because you found the evidence that proves what I've been saying is right. What are you going to do with it? You're sorry because you didn't believe that I was in fact a psychic. You're sorry because you just couldn't face the fact that I was more than the stripper that you met me as. What are you going to do to rectify it? How are you going to help me get justice for the things that have been done to me? How are you going to redeem yourself in the eyes of the Most High God? Because it is not just me that sees your error, sweetie. And while I can see you for who you are, and God can see you for who you are, the people around you, they'd rather you continue the charade. They'd rather you continue playing games with your life. They'd rather you be readily available for their desires. But you took an oath. Are you going to actually uphold that oath? Yeah, save your sorry, sweetie.
Hey,
What's up, Mom?
how you doing?
I'm all right.
I tried to call her more than once today. And she
What's up? She said, hey, y'all. She said, hey. Chat said, what's up? She said, hey. Yo, man. I'm just, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying to put my best face forward, even though, you know, I done been drugged through the mud. And I try not to let it affect me on a day-to-day basis, but to have to be bombarded with apologies that I know aren't sincere, it just makes it worse. So stop thinking about me and thinking about how sorry you are that you did not listen to me. Especially if you are not going to do a goddamn thing for me to receive justice. If you're not going to fight with me, if you're not going to get on this front line and roll up your sleeves and fight with me, save your sorries. Because sorry ain't helping me do a fuck thing. Sorry don't change shit. And the fact that that's all I can hear you fucking saying, it just makes me know that you found the evidence to prove what I've been saying is true. And I appreciate that you even been looking. I really, really, truly do. I appreciate that you have been looking to see. But now that you have found the evidence to prove what I'm saying is true, what are you going to do next? Because sorry is not a plan of action. It's an omittance of guilt. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead on and wrap this live up, man. I appreciate my moderators, James Howard, Tez Angel, and Scotty A. Dugatti for moderating today. I appreciate y'all for, you know, always being a support system for me. And always, you know, at least letting me know that somebody is there. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be good to y'allself and y'all be good to others because it's important. Be real with yourself, therefore you have the capacity to be real with others because that is also important. Y'all know it don't take nothing to hit the thumbs up or the subscribe button, so please go ahead on and do that for your girl because YouTube algorithm does not seem to like me. If y'all also could find the time to stream my music, it is now streaming on all music streaming platforms. That would help me greatly. And if you find that you know someone who might appreciate this message or appreciate my music, please feel free and share the live, sweetie. And I'll get back at y'all next time.